Hello and welcome back. Actually, I think I should change the volume a bit here. I did improve it for voice, but not very well. Or maybe like this. Oh, you didn't mind.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. A cursory fingerprint analysis shows this display case was recently opened or closed.
The gun at the bottom looks special. How is it being customized?
Confirmed. The grip has been modified for a specific wielder, most likely the rifle's owner. Additionally, the plasma rifle sights appear to have been realigned to better accommodate a shooter with slight myopia in one eye.
Slight myopia? As the fingerprints further.
The fingerprints belong to Cedric Kincannon.
Just making sure.
Oh, admiring my rifle. Had it custom fitted by a woman on Monarch.
I don't see his eye being damaged or anything.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. This copy of TK contains 142 fewer pages than a standard copy. The missing pages were likely removed to create sufficient space for the hidden listening device inside.
Ooh. Short-range transmission capabilities. The receiver must be somewhere nearby.
You figured that out just by looking at it? Huh. We ought to talk shop one of these days.
Inspector, please consider speaking into the device in order to trace the transmission and reveal the receiver's location.
Whoa.
Poor woolly cow impression transmitted. Transmission analysis complete. While the precise location of the receiver could not be pinpointed, it has been narrowed down to a smaller, approximate range.
So, the same thing that we've learned by having a lot of engineering. How long has this been here?
Analysis inconclusive. However, there is a minor accumulation of dust particles present on the book's uppermost surface.
Taste the dust. It tastes slightly dusty. But not dusty enough. This listening device was planted recently.
If you say so, Captain.
Additional analysis concludes your hypothesis is correct, Inspector.
I'm a genius.
Quite unbelievable. I am
Know your
humbled before
place,
your
Speaker.
genius as an inspector.
What's that you found? No, wait, don't tell me. Let's save it for the big reveal once you've solved the case.
Can I find the bug? I guess. Is somebody nearby? How nearby? In this location or what?
Inspector, do I?
Can't talk about it? Okay. Hmm.
Make an appointment early next time.
No back door. Damn. All right.
Port seems real busy. Wonder if they're trying to compete with the groundbreaker.
I don't really need to go here.
Hi there! Sorry, this area is off limits to port vision. Oh, wait half a second. You're the inspector. Sorry about that. I'll buzz you right in. Feel free to have a look around, sir.
Hey, you think they keep any spare parts down here? Just wondering.
Hello again.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna take everything here. Okay, this is stealing, but not the other.
Why'd Helen have to go and die in our hotel? We don't need that kind of notoriety.
Is Fight Night still on then?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
I got 500 riding on Dr. Billy taking it all.
You bet on a sprat named Dr. Billy? What's he a doctor of?
Vic,
Oh, we already killed one of these.
The biology of this sprat is highly unusual. This sprat has been in contact with multiple parasites, yet shows no symptoms of infection.
Why is this spread so big?
A cursory analysis of this organism's anatomy suggests it was bred deliberately for its unusually large size.
Why would anyone want an unusually large spread for?
Based on slug records of board-issued punitive sanctions against sublight salvage and shipping, this sprat is most likely intended for cage fighting.
I don't get it. How did the spread survive the infection?
Sprats possess highly adaptive immune
Oh,
systems,
the thing I would
capable
have
of developing
said if
immunological
I had
memory
enough
with extraordinary
medicine.
speed. The unique immunological subsystem found in sprats is advantageous in fending off parasites, pathogens, and other biological threats.
Interesting.
Hey there, little buddy.
ooh, Fred. Look at me. I'm a special little pack.
You're the inspector, aren't you? Boss Kincannon said you'd be by about the cargo that's been going missing. Gosh, this is so neat. A real-life inspector. What's that like? Have you solved any mysteries yet? Ever had to shoot a suspect?
I call it closing a case, and that's the best part of my job.
Case. Just like a real inspector. Right, so the missing cargo. How can I help your investigation?
That's enough for now. What's the culprit been stealing?
That's the weird part. There's no pattern far as I can tell. The thefts don't make sense. I ask you, who would steal a handful of Spacer's Choice Sabers, so dull they can barely cut mud, but leave the spectrum black? Ugh. Who'd be desperate enough to want to steal a Spacer's Choice Saber, full stop?
Low-class scum who can't tell Spectrum Black from Nanner Spank.
Ugh, nanner spank. Don't spit in my mouth and tell me it's banana flavored. Then there's the most recent theft. 5 boxes of pens and a couple of sodas. I can't decide which one's sadder.
All crime is sad. The sad act of a pathetic mind.
Wow. I guess you take this stuff pretty personally, being an inspector and all.
Who has access to the cargo?
Everyone here at Freight Storage and Processing, for a start. Thing is, the cargo is going missing before the shipments even get to the warehouse. Best I can figure, it's probably getting lost in the shipping yard. As for who has access there, Benton Chan, he's the shipping yard manager. He told me it's mainly just the loading automechs that handle cargo.
Could Benton have anything to do with it?
Nah, Benton's too lazy for crime. The extra work would kill him. Last time I asked him to check the automechs, the whole head told me he couldn't help because he was dead.
He's dead?
Brain dead, maybe. But no. My point is that if you think the automechs are a lead, you'll have to check on them yourself. Hopefully, you're mechanically inclined.
That's not for now.
Oh, before I forget, I figured you might want to access my terminal, so I had a spare keycard made. It's all yours.
Anything on there I should know about?
Oh no, I forgot to delete all of those incriminating messages I sent about which cargo to steal. Nah, I do have a list of cargo that's gone missing though, if that helps any.
Where's this quest? Why is it bugged now? What about the cargo stealing? I guess... What? 100 hack? Ooh. I don't think I have enough. Even with the armor. Skills... Hack... It's 90? It says +7, but it's supposed to be +14. I do have enough. Jeez. B-Chan. It happened again. Pan soda! I'll never understand where you get the energy to care about this shit, Tinsley. I don't know what to tell you. Pretty much the only ones that handle any cargo are auto mechanicals. You can come look at them if you want, but even I have better things to do than to help you exact justice on a void damned pen thief. Benton. Benton, we are rushing cargo again, just random shit. This time we lost 5 boxes of blue pens and a couple of purple bear sodas. I can't see a pattern. Blah 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 blah. I'll tell whoever snuck over to the shipping yard and messed with the loading automax to go to hell, will you? Those things break down enough as it is, and I'll be damned if I'm going to haul cargo around myself. So what did I get from hacking? Like, I read basically all the same thing that she told me. I guess I should read this backwards, if I remember correctly. Benton, we're missing a cargo again, just random shit. We lost 5 boxes of blue pens. Yeah, you have to admit that it's a little funny to see an automech dance. Not my fault they are so damn easy to hack. Seriously, a primal could do it. Ever saying... Here's a list of what's gone missing so far, at least everything I've noticed. See what I mean about they're not having done. 8 cases of purple berry punch, 2 boxes of pens blue. 16 pallets of cacao milk, 300 small portraits images, Woolrich ass, and shipping instructors handle with care. Law, would I like to fold these in half? 3 Mark 7 Carnial protectors, 7 sets protective clothing with safety harness, armored ballistics, 2 cases lemon slab, Spacer's Choice sabers, 25 cases of blasting agent, 3 boxes of dark matter bars, 4 cases of nanner spank. I don't know pictures of Spencer Woolrich. If this thief wasn't skimming from Cedric Kincanon of all people, I'd figure they were doing it for kicks and giggles. First I thought maybe the pattern was a blue color, but no. Well, there was food. A lot of food. But then also a lot of junk. Maybe anything they can steal? Anything that easily stolen? But then why? Kleptomania? Gotta be something. Something more complex. Why did this quest switch to receiver location? Was it the last thing I needed to find? Did I just kind of skipped all the steps?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Transmission endpoint discovered. The receiver in this book matches the transmitter to the listening device found in Cedric's office. It's somewhat grime-covered.
So you just listen through the book? Or does this book transmit to other location? Any clues as to who put in here?
Due to the high level of foot traffic in this area, this unit is unable to determine who placed the device.
Ew. How long has this been on the ground?
Too long from the looks of it.
Taste it.
I'd think twice before tasting the grime for clues, Captain.
Based on the accumulated mix of sludge and detritus, the receiver has been present since approximately a week before Helen's death.
You coward. What would be the science weapon effect from the Gatling gun? Just damage. Tactical time dilation emitter. When Parvati kills an enemy, you regain some of your tactical time dilation. Okay. If an enemy hits you, dropping you to low health, Max will taunt nearby enemies to focus their attacks on him instead. This only works if Max is already fighting, still conscious and unable to be attacked by the enemy. 20 meters radius. And I dropped to 25. Alright. He gives me hack, and she gives me engineering. I'd rather still have boosts in science and persuasion, but I'm not sure. Was there a character who gave a boost in persuasion? I thought it was actually the priest, but I guess not.
Timeline discrepancy. Inspector, this loading automechanical's programming does not match factory default settings. The standard defensive protocol has been modified to include an additional trigger.
Define standard defensive protocol.
For Type K-19 cargo transport automechanicals, defensive protocol is triggered by attempted interference with cargo, or its transportation, or attempted destruction of the unit. Once triggered, defensive protocol targets the perpetrator and applies lethal force until the target has been deceased for a minimum of 3 minutes.
Identify the new trigger.
There is a directive in place to initiate defensive protocol should an unsanctioned data log installed in this automechanical be removed.
Scan for signs of unusual behavior.
Slug automechanical maintenance records indicate this particular unit is frequently reported as out of position or missing for periods of time.
Well, can we? I don't think I have enough engineering.
Loading automechanical unit K-14 is fully operational at 99% power. Please designate the cargo to be transported and its destination. How can this automechanical assist you?
Lockpick hundreds. Inspiration? That's rare. Well, can't you provide it? Just do it yourself? Do I have to be so persuasive? Just too lazy for actually looking at it? Hi, I'm here to look at your data logs.
Certainly. Access panel is now unlocked.
Wait. So I didn't need to unlock that access panel? I just needed to ask him? View the most recently added data.
Detecting data log 17C. Alert. Failsafe protocol triggered.
Oh.
Kill mode initiated.
But I didn't...
Preparing to
I just
end
want to
user.
see. Wait, I have questions.
Understood. This unit is programmed to facilitate user queries. Kill mode pause. User termination to follow.
What's on the data log you just ejected?
The ejected data log contains instructions to move cargo shipment 6, 8, 7, 5 outside the boundaries of the shipping yard. It also contains instructions to move randomized cargo shipments outside the boundaries of the shipping yard at intervals of 1 to 4 days.
Why wasn't the shipment 6875?
Apologies. This unit does not have access to cargo inventory lists.
Alright, go ahead and pummel me.
Kill mode re-engaged. Have a nice day.
Light. Had a face. What the fuck? Jesus. What the? Didn't expect such brutality. Actually, big guns. Walks by calmly. I don't like this rifle because sometimes it just shoots.
Are you crazy?
Oops. Yeah. The projectile is huge, so it just not creeps like grazes the wall when I don't want it to. It's annoying. Greetings, employee. Please be sure to report any unauthorized individuals, mechanicals, or sprats that may have wandered into the shipping yard. Rat King. Ship Rat King. Crew Mills Cassidy Whitlock Dash. Cargo 17 crates unmarked. 2 canisters of cacao milk. 1 package unmarked and wrapped in brown papers. All contents moved to shipping yard. Package was placed in container 2443 for safekeeping. Crew 8 Rizzo's employees names withheld. Cargo 14 crates of Rizzo's confectionaries and beverages. 3 sets of security armor, 20 stun batons used. Moved to Slug Warehouse. Note, crew was most likely lost and mistakenly landed in Slug territory. Should their captain return asking about their supplies, act as if you don't know what they're talking about. Sublighter. Crew... CP? CP, Chris Pratt. Leora McDervish. I think we met her, but I don't remember who it was. 2 shipping mechanicals, 6 crates of weapons, 2 crates of medicine. Note, sent her back with spectrum enough to drown most of Volbrook. Payment was a little light. Talk to the boss about it. Still don't know what I've gotten from it.
You one of the new workers? A lost tourist? Wait, I don't care. Just don't knock anything over.
I've got a couple of questions for you.
Hey, if it meant I could ignore my work, I'd let you talk to me about sprat reproductive practices. Ask away.
How do you manage the shipping yard?
This terminal makes it pretty easy to match a ship's cargo to its manifest. If it ain't on the terminal, then it's someone else's problem.
Why couldn't I have learned then what was on that container that the drone was talking about? What's so bad about managing a bunch of cargo?
Nothing. I just hate working. Figured it wouldn't last.
I guess he would have a card. Let's steal it just in case it could be used somewhere else. Wait, he didn't have a card. Supply salvage and shipping underground is not responsible for any damage incurred by you while you rent this unit. Slug does not guarantee the condition of this unit or any amenities therein. Slug does not guarantee that this unit is vermin-free The corpses of any vermin killed by the user, intentionally or otherwise, are the property of Slug. Removal of said corpses will be met with a fine of no less than 1,000 bits. It's occupied, huh? It's nothing. Might be wasting those lockpicks. What the hell is this?
Hey there. You looking to unwind, friend? Maybe you're on your way to the bar for a good time? Maybe you're interested in something a little better than beer or Adreno? Something with a little more kick?
What are you selling?
The name's Auric. I deal in, shall we say, holistic pharmaceuticals, natural substances and the like. You know, alternative stuff. I know. Ooh, it came out of the ground. That's where worms live. I get it. I do. Why go for that homegrown shit when you could be pumping your body full of effort accelerators? Says it right on the Anti-Cleo's box. Better than nature, right? Well, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, pal. Those pharmaceuticals the corporations manufacture, not all of them are as good for you as the board wants you to believe.
That sounds medically inaccurate.
Alternatives. That's the way to go, pal. Trust me. No matter what ails you, I got what you need.
What kind of alternative do you sell?
What do I sell? I've got premium shit, my friend. Vitamins like you wouldn't believe. Calcium, vitamin D, reverse vitamin D. I got everything, my friend. You got stress problems? I got stress solutions. Aromatherapy. Eases the mind. Diluted mantisaur essence. Best kept secret in the business. And if you're a real freak, techniques to calm yourself by fooling your own mind. If they can tame the rage of a certain well-known tossball star, they can help anybody.
Why can't I buy those? What was that about? Worker identity cartridge. ID counter belonging to Sublight Underground Worker. The holographic shroud developed by Phileas. Oh, so I could use it to go in the restricted areas, I think. Alright. Might have been worth it, actually. Did I solve the scheming problem? I still don't know who hacked those. Oh. Shit. These guys still look like slug workers. Well,
Whoa, hold a moment. Who the hell are you?
oh, come on, you've forgotten my name again?
Oh, shit. Sorry.
No problem, take care.
You too.
How the fuck here? Noticed.
Looking sharp.
The reputation decreased. So maybe I'm not supposed to get out of the disguise when they see it. Maybe that's what happened. It's just for loot.
I'll keep quiet.
Try it again. You should come this way. Any time now. Invisible walls. It's almost looked like as if you could climb here. Guess it's just a coincidence. Dude, come on. If I could get his keycard, maybe I could find something. So funny, I'm just investigating somebody stealing cargo while also stealing their cargo. Ah, whatever.
Hey, could I talk to you for a second? Hey there. Word around the spaceport is that you came in on the Unreliable. You a new crewmate?
I'm Hawthorne, captain of the Unreliable.
Cut the shit. I know Hawthorne's captain of that ship, and I know you ain't him. You want to try again?
Not particularly, no.
Anybody else spoke to me that way, we'd have ourselves a little rumble. But at the moment, I think a hard head is exactly what I need. Let me just assume that you came to possess Hawthorne's ship through more or less legitimate means, and let me assume you're a freelancer. I have a job needs doing.
Better, let's hear what you have to say.
Thing is, I don't know where the cargo is right now. The crewmate who handles that is in the clink for getting a little too disorderly in town. We've already attracted too much attention. Too risky to visit her myself. That's where you come in. You help us out, I'll give you an equal cut of our pay.
I mean, what do you need me to do?
Great to hear. First, you need to go meet the crewmate who got herself jailed. Cassidy Mills is the name.
I know her.
She'll know where the cargo is.
Right? Same Cassidy? Or maybe it's a different one. How will she know I'm working with you?
Oh, yeah, right. We have a secret phrase. I like boneless spratwurst. Say that and she'll know you're a friend.
Interesting passphrase. Who came up with it?
Well, I did, of course. I'm something of a savant when it comes to secret codes, if I do say so myself.
Couldn't you have avoided this if both of you knew where the cargo was?
Could, but there'd go our plausible deniability. Technically, I don't know about any smuggled cargo, and Cassidy hasn't moved anything herself. If the constable asks, I can't find any contraband cargo, and Cassidy doesn't know how it got here or what's in it.
Sounds good, let's get going.
Be seeing ya. Remember, Cassidy's at the constabulary. She might be a little wary, so be careful.
I been there. Here.
Haven't seen you around before, but that ain't no problem. All are welcome at the Copper Bottom Cantina, so long as their bits are good, huh? Can I get you something?
Anything interesting happen around here?
Nah. No, but some folks have been saying there was some kind of fight between a mechanical and some spacers last night. I didn't see it myself, and seems far-fetched. Deputy Wine Taster ain't exactly prone to wandering, nor are most other mechanicals that I'm aware of. There's a new Void Dan burn on my nice clean floor, but I think it's the doing of one of my customers.
How's a fellow like you end up bartending?
Yeah, so you notice that I'm a little off-kilter, huh? Damn if it ain't been a while. I'm too old to run around anymore, but in my heyday, I used to play for the Rangers.
Ah yes, the classic career path. Tossball player to bartender.
Hey, when you tell a story, you're supposed to start at the beginning. Unless you're in media res, which is a storytelling crutch far as I'm concerned. Serial overuse. You get it? Wait, what was I saying?
You were talking about your younger days as a tossball player.
Oh, yeah. I played for the Rangers in my heyday. My specialty was getting nailed by serfs without keeling over.
Getting hit with the ball was your specialty?
Yep, Ernest the Bean Padilla, they called me. At least I think that's what they called me. League leader in hit by serves 2 years in a row. Folks started competing to see how many times they could hit me in a match. Called it quits not long after that. Ain't safe to take that many blows to the head.
I see, so you moved to Eridanos after your playing days ended.
I came out to coach the Rangers during training camp, but after a while I had trouble remembering which player was which. Slug lets me bartend instead of recommending me for early retirement, for which I'm most grateful. I'd hate lying around like a deadbeat.
Sounds like you've enjoyed your careers. Don't see a lot that in Halcyon.
Absolutely. I know things can get rough, but
because
I've
he has
had a
brain
more
damage.
decent life than I've had any right to. Thanks for reliving the old days with me. Anyhow, I think I've talked plenty now. Is there something I can get you?
49% discount. Not bad. Still a lot of weight. I guess from the upgrades, which weighed half a kilo. That sucks. Ugh. I don't care about walk speed. I don't care about stealth. That is fine. Tech skills? Could be good later. Armor degradation, don't care. They also look all the same. Like, I can't sell things fast this way. Oh, whatever. I have a lot of capacity now, too. Wait, there's more? More bunks. Would be cool if there was an alternative to hack the computer. Terminal right there. There's nothing here. Ooh. 281 damage. That's Parvati. Hmm. Is this sneaking speed as walking speed? I want to improve it. That's what I do. Seems to be pointless. I thought maybe I could find some kind of secrets and leads, but it's just loot. Alright, let's continue, I guess.
I wonder if all these cargo containers are stored here for any legitimate reason, or just to give Sublight more opportunities for larceny.
It's somebody else.
Don't think I know you. What do you want?
I like boneless partridge.
Yep, that sure is the passphrase, even if it is dumb as hell. What's Dash's plan?
Hey now, how do I know you're really Cassidy Mills and not a mole?
Because I'm gonna tell you where our package is, hullhead. If I were part of an ambush, you'd have already been arrested. We're in the constabulary, for law's sake. You're looking for cargo from our ship, the Rat King. Small package, wrapped in brown paper. It got moved to the shipping yard, but I'm not completely sure where.
Small package, brown paper. I already have something like that, isn't this it? So I already got it? I don't even know where it was.
It is! Never heard of a freelancer getting a package before it's even asked for. You wouldn't also happen to have the key to my cell, would you? Huh, figure that would be too convenient. Anyway, next step is bringing that package to Joseph Dempsey. He runs the Eridanos Dry Goods and Sundry.
Why you get arrested anyway?
This is gonna sound a little stupid, but I got a thing about mechanicals. Don't like the way they move or the sounds they make. Gives me the creeps. I was drinking with Dash in the cantina when a funny-looking one trotted up beside us. Seemed like it was some kind of monster, so I started yelling, banging on it. Don't know what happened next, but I think it involved another mechanical. I passed right out then, and when I woke back up, I was here. Not the most graceful thing I've ever done.
What? I've got the cargo. What's next?
No complications? Grant?
I hope all this legwork is worth it. Joseph Dempsey, the owner of Eridanos Dry Goods. Oh, this guy. The ordinary general storekeeper.
Welcome back. The Eridanos Dry Goods and Sundry is just as standard and unremarkable as when you left it.
I've got a shipment of something for you.
A shipment, you say? The only shipment I'm expecting is 100 pounds of salt tuna a week from now. And I certainly don't expect it to be brought by an inspector.
Who is an inspector? I'm just an unremarkable regular delivery person.
Right. And I'm Halcyon Helen's sidekick, Buster B. Bartholomew, even though he gets shot in the head in the 4th episode of Terran Monarch. The spaceport is usually a tourist destination, but the lockdown has interrupted that, meaning fresh faces stick in my head. That, and I like keeping my information up to date. Which is normal for a storekeep, obviously.
Ooh, 100 persuasion. I might be investigating Halcyon Helen's death, but I am no constable. You can trust me.
An independent, huh? Be a big risk letting you into my sanctum. Though if you're telling the truth, I think it'd be more than worth it. All right. Follow me to the back.
Well, I'm interested to know what they're holding here. Jeez.
All right. So, as you can see, this actually ain't the most standard and unremarkable general store this side of Halcyon. Welcome to my black market. Whatever you're here for, weapons, information, contraband, cane and ointment, I've got it. Sorry for the frosty reception. Had to make sure you weren't with the constable. But seeing how you're a freelancer, I hope I ain't got nothing to worry about.
Nice place you got here. Can I peruse your wares?
Regular wares? Sure. Currently waiting on my next black market shipment, so come back in a bit if you want to see those. Let me take that package off your hands, whatever the case. Here's your pay. Good doing business with you, especially seeing how you didn't take this to the constable. Would have been a mighty pain in my tail end.
Since I went through all the work to bring it to you, can I see what's in the box?
See? No. But I might tell you what's in it, so long as it's nothing proprietary, volatile, or breathing. Let's have a little look. Contraband weapon parts, a few chemicals for the crafting of high explosives. All fairly standard. Oh, and a canister of trimethyl sulfoxide. Where dimethyl sulfoxide is good at keeping folks in stasis, trimethyl sulfoxide is nice for helping refrigerators run. Useful stuff.
Why is it pristine? How is this gonna help? Why is it 6,000 too? Like this thing, I found it, and it was like, it was worth nothing. Now it's 6,000. What the hell? Dodge, persuade, determination. Some sniper rifles. Ooh. Yeah, maybe I should just swap it to these rifles, because I really don't like this Frost one. The projectile speed is so slow, and it just doesn't shoot well around the corners. $53 armor, Jesus. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's pristine or not. I can buy it for my boys. Worker identity cartridge, I got that. High society cigarettes. Not much special. Wait, inspiration eye covering. Whatever. It is less damage. But it's something that I like more. It says 3 magazine. Has 3 magazine improvements? Special effect execute? What does that mean? Where can I even see it? Symbols? Debuffs? No. Damage types? Can apply shield. What is shield? Who knows? Debuffs? Shield. Reduce movement speed, rate of fire, and melee attack speed. Special weapon effects. Execute. For more information on these effects, see Codex Debuffs section. What? It's not here. Exhaustion, extra paranoid, cumbered. There's no execute, is there? Fuck. When this game came out actually? Wait, was it 2019? Outer Worlds release date. Yep. I don't know how they didn't figure it out by this year. Games in 2019. We got Metro Exodus. Not really all that much. Disco Elysium though. Borderlands 3. Ooh. Well, Borderlands 3 actually had better combat mechanics than this. The story is horrible. Apex Legends. Sekiro. Wolfenstein. I should try that game at some point. And of course, Outer Wilds. What a perfect year. Like, you've made customizable weapons, but you can't really customize. Like, I mean, like, you can't customize a scope. You'll just have like a little bit different stats. I don't get it. I don't really get it.
Inspector. To what?
I've solved your cargo scheming-ish.
Ooh, I love this part. The big reveal. So tell me, what happened?
Maybe I should have waited. You've got a serious security problem.
What makes you say that?
Somebody bypassed the loading mech security system and rewired them to skim random goods.
Damn, you're good. Hacking the Automex. So that was our skimmer's game. But why? Everything that was stolen has seemed random. I certainly see no pattern.
The theft was random except for a single shipment.
So, our culprit had something specific they wished to acquire and used the random theft as a smokescreen. I must say, Inspector, you've done excellent work on this case. Then that just leaves how the culprit knew where their true target would be, or indeed, that slug would soon possess it.
Check your pockets? Oh, it's like putting it in his pocket. Check your pocket.
Okay, that's very impressive. Don't ever touch me again. Am I right to think what you found in my office earlier was the other half of this listening device?
Sure was, and whoever this device belongs to, that's our culprit.
Not quite, Inspector. That listening device belongs to me. I lent it to Halcyon Helen to assist her with role research.
Huh? I get it. She died before she could deactivate the mech she hacked.
That, or she never intended it to stop. Impossible to know now. Unbelievable. I helped her. Gave her whatever she needed. I thought we were doing each other a good turn.
So it was Helen? But what did she steal? Exactly, what was in that cargo? I doubt it was personal.
This is a betrayal, Inspector. I do not take betrayal lightly. Helen should consider herself very lucky indeed that she is already among the dead, and that some other bastard beat me to putting her in the ground.
Dangerous talk for a man under investigation for Helen's murder.
Halcyon Helen is already dead. If I'd known Helen was stealing from me, I may very well have killed her, or had her killed. Alas, I did not.
What did she steal? Or maybe you did know, and this is all a show for my benefit.
Oh, that is good, Inspector. Now you are thinking in the manner you must if you intend to get to the bottom of this mess. I wish you luck with your investigation, though I doubt you'll need it. You'll find Helen's murderer. I'm confident of that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must find a way to excise my anger that minimally damages my business empire. I expect it will involve shooting quite a lot of guns.
But what was in the fucking thing?
Inspector, to what do I owe the pleasure?
What? Why couldn't you ask? I suppose I've found it in some other way? I have no idea.
Hope the job's coming along well.
One package of questionable goods delivered unsigned for.
Excellent. Let's divvy up the payment 3 ways and we can consider this matter settled.
Okay, here you go.
Thank the law. Should be just enough to
He
get
gave
Cass
me
out of her damn
6,000?
cell. I guess breaking even is better than leaving with your partner in the clink. You might not be Hawthorne, but you can sure resolve a problem like he could. Maybe better. Thanks again for all your help.
Oh, I guess I'm paying him 2,000 for 2 people. Should I go to that first person again? Maybe she can tell me where... What was in that cargo? There was another terminal, but I don't think I saw, like, you could see on that other terminal which shipment that was. I guess it doesn't matter. I think it would have been more obvious if it mattered.
Hi, and
Any hot spaceport gossip I should know about?
keeping your ear to the ground, Inspector? I get it. Oh, I get it. I heard Bertie Holcomb's over at the Copper Bottom Cantina, if that's exciting to you. I'm more of a Hephaestus Hammers fan myself. Oh, and Burbage 3001 stopped by the warehouse the other day. Needed a replacement part for his synthetic tear dispensing system. I fixed him up.
You'd think he'd travel with spares.
He's a famous movie star. I think he's got more important things to do than waste processing power on inventory and upkeep. Besides, Burbage was made by the same company who built our loading automechs. Some of the parts are surprisingly interchangeable.
About the missing cargo.
Happy to help however I can.
Never mind. Whoop. Kinda looks like you could go there, but why? Is this restricted area? It is, but not here.
Taking a break? Don't let the boss catch you.
Alright, I guess it doesn't matter. I could report back. I could follow up on this. Or maybe doing this side quest. Maybe just miss something in the quarters. Ooh.
What?
Are you shitting me? Why can't you deal with this yourself?
I'll show you happiness! Feels good! Feels
just wanted to make you smile!
Don't mess with us!
Salvage the gear. Dump the body.
What if one of the people you can talk to dies like that? Maybe there's some kind of protections against it. Um...
The Grand Colonial Front. How may I be?
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. An industrial-grade laxative has been added to the liquor in these bottles.
So... Severed head of Burbage 2000. The head of Burbage 2000 torn from its body in the penulative act of Titus Androdicus. Why, foolish Burbage, dost thou not perceive that Halcyon is but a wilderness of dissidents, and it is only through our citizens' vigilance that they will be caught to report all suspicious behavior to your local constable. Is it connected to the murder in any way? Ooh, vermin, but now it's level 29. Shit. That's great. But I don't usually use, like, a rifle is probably better. I like the look of it. I can still keep it. Acid plasma weapon. The Dissident Queen, Chapter 2. Hans and Helen encounters the Slugmen. Having fought their way past the numerous bandit ambushes and hostile automechanicals, Halcyon Helen and Olympius Opal had found themselves at the gates of the dissident hideout. "You are a fine partner, easily better than my last," said Helen, "but I dare say these fiends outrank your typical anti-establishment scum. Many of them were scientists before they deserted their corporations, whereupon they stole technology for their own nefarious purposes. I have seen their abominations, and they are more than a typical person can handle. You should return to your job and to the place where you're needed." "Though I know my work was valuable," Opal said, "I am still pleased that I was promoted to assist in your quest to rid the galaxy of those who would threaten the colony's productivity. The two of us together will, I believe, be twice as effective in eliminating the enemies of the board." Helen did not respond, but instead bid her companion be silent, for she had seen that the gates to the dissident hideout were no longer shut. Someone, or something had opened them. Restricted message to concierge from Cedric Kincanon. That damn fool. Halston. I've reason to believe Ludovico is getting agitated again, which is likely present itself in several dozen messages to you, each demanding a reduction in Riza's payments. Funnel these messages into the trash, if you please. If Ludovico wants to negotiate the terms of your contract, he is welcome to take his operations elsewhere. Cedric. What does that give me? It's another feud with the Ludovico. Concierge annoyed. The infernal racket. Do you like torturing me? Is that what this is? When I first learned I'd be just beneath the floor occupied by the Rizos Rangers, I was excited as any Tospol-loving Halcyonite should be. What I did not anticipate is the degree to which these hullheads seem to enjoy prancing to and fro, pounding on their floor and my ceiling every hour of the architect cursed day. Did they install a Tospol fifth ward upstairs while I wasn't looking, or is this normal? And worst of all, it sounds like one of them has decided to start imitating a woolly cow. I'll give them that. It's a convincing facsimile, but it has no place in a hotel, and each bleat is so loud it shakes the glasses on my face. I demand a room change yesterday. I demand a room change yesterday for each additional hour after midnight today, and that I am not rehomed. I expect at least one employee to be fired. Concierge concerned Byzantine. Subject mechanical menace. To whatever member of the help it may concern. I've heard a horrible clanking passing my room every night for the past 6 nights. Every day I mustered up all my courage and sent a servant to look, and upon her return she said she said seen what looks like an armed mechanical wander by my room for the past 6 nights. She said it was something called a Burbage 3001, and that it was a serial star. If this machine is a serial star, I must ask, why are you filming outside our rooms without paying us? We are not consenting to having our temporary property filmed. There is no doubt a contract for this, and if the machine is being allowed to wander without being filmed, then I want to be paid double. Do you have any idea how dangerous that thing could be? It could tread on my foot and ruin my aspirations to be a professional dancer. If I ever decide to have those aspirations, I urgently await a response. Oh, brother. What is this? Requests manifest Helen Halcyon. Concierge terminal. Despite her celebrity status, the great part of Halcyon's requests have been fairly normal. Soap, shampoo, new towels, and so on. The one exception is her unusual consumption of food and drink. I'm not one to judge about that sort of thing. Law knows I've seen stranger proclivities from other guests, but she really does request a lot of and frequently. Listen to this. For lunch today, she ordered 6 worst in bean sandwiches, 2 purple berry shakes, 2 purple berry liquors, several retro rockets, and cigarettes enough to crush a teacup can it. Could that woolly could that cow have been at her place first, and then it got moved after her death to Birdie? She was feeding the cow? Though, a lot of cigarettes, that would be weird. I'd wonder if she's planning a party, but the cleaning staff say that every time they've gone up, there has been no sign of what she's ordered. If Helen really does keep managing, okay, maybe not, to get through all of that, what she's been ordering, then maybe she should consider quitting show business and entering the competitive consumption scene instead. Woolrich. The past 2 weeks, I've received 315 different service requests from Mr. Woolrich. These requests include, but are not limited to, his entire wardrobe from Terror on Monarch, 413 different outfits, including a primal suit, 5 gallons of each color of spectrum except black, wants 50 gallons of black, teacup canids of various breeds, a plasma launcher, and consisting of over 60% of all total requests, an upgraded room. Administrator Ludovico authorized him to move into the second largest room just to shut him the hell up, but Halcyon Helen got the biggest one, and of course Woolrich can't accept that he has been eclipsed. Got another room upgrade request as I was typing this. I've more than half a mind to send an exterminator to fumigate his room, but just so he can't request anything else for a while. But then he might come down here and try to talk to me, and I think I'd quite honestly rather be dead. Birdie. Holcomb's requests have been about what you'd expect from a professional skullcracker. Tossball sticks new clothes because he keeps, and I quote, accidentally tearing the shirts that are too small for my giant muscles. Funny how the rips I've seen look more like they've been made by hand. I've noticed that he is asked for very little in the way of effort accelerators or enhancers. No skin tough, no oxycomp, not even any dervish mist. Typically Tossball players go through that field like no one else. Maybe Holcomb's trying to prove something to Helen. Whatever it is, I don't think it's going to work. Man, that was a lot. Needler? Oh, that's the Needler. But was it actually shooting needles? Suits your everyday, available with a wide variety of fast-acting combat chemicals. Huh. So somebody still has that gun? I didn't know how that gun worked. It actually shoots needles. So she was shot by that needler. The constable.
Can't imagine what it must be like. Living down here with Express and a wall.
What do I do? How do I get in? Underneath the loose floor panel is a slightly dirty keycard. Oh. Cool, okay.
fight.
You get it.
Everyone all right?
My competent team.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Analysis confirms this is Evan O'Connell. Analysis also confirms he is dead.
What would I do without you? Just discrepancy amplifier.
For additional study of this body's skeletal structure, the cause of death was head trauma.
Are you telling me he wasn't killed by giant murder slugs?
That is correct. Evan was not killed by Eridanium gigaseus. However, Eridanium gigaseus do appear to be responsible for the early decomposition of this body's surface tissue.
So what did kill him?
Further analysis indicates Evan's fatal injuries were sustained from blunt force trauma to the back of the skull, and his head collided with the ground.
He took a bad fall and cracked his head open. Was it an accident?
There are traces of blood on Evan's hands, Inspector.
Whose blood?
Analysis concludes this blood is human, type A. Medical records indicate Evan O'Connell's blood is type O.
I'd bet money Amelia is type A.
Medical records indicate Amelia Stillwell's blood is indeed type A. Great work, Inspector.
I'm doing great at this whole inspector thing. That's just a shot in the dark still, like, what's the motive? Can you not walk all over my corpse, please? I guess there's nothing else. Alright, the solution was just look under the carpet, basically. Though there was no carpet. They said like there's 1 millimeter gap or something, and I thought it was we were talking about the door, not the floor panel.
Did I hear something? Oh yeah, that's funny.
Don't mess with us.
Be your friend.
Hey, Inspector.
I found Evan's body in room A2. He's dead.
You're kidding. Evan's dead? That doesn't... I don't understand. Was it the alcohol? Oh, law. I thought he'd sleep it off. He seemed fine when I left.
Amelia, I know something bad happened to you in A2. I want to help.
You won't believe me if I tell you.
I found giant slugs on Evan's body. This case is already unbelievable.
You what? Well, shit. Maybe you will believe me. I walked Evan to A2, like I said, and then, out of nowhere, he just came at me. One minute he's laughing and yelling about sharing his joy, and the next, he's choking the life out of me. Grinned the whole time he was trying to kill me, too.
How did you get away?
Dumb luck, I guess. I got a good hit in, threw him off, and ran like hell. If I'd known the fall killed him, I don't know. I should have told someone.
I've got a few more questions.
What do you want to know?
How are you holding up?
I don't know. The whole thing shook me up something fierce, but I'm still here. I'm upset. Angry at Evan. Sad about him being, scared folks won't believe me. I'm not much for math, so I couldn't tell you how that averages out. But thanks for asking.
I found slugs on Evan's body, big ones. Any idea what that's about?
I can't help you there.
If Evan was a victim in all this, we owe it to him to find out what happened.
Have you been to Purpleberry Orchards, Inspector? Awfully nice out there. You should visit.
Yeah, I've been there, but we're still, like, not allowed to know exactly what's happening. Like, there are leeches, but we still haven't confirmed exactly who's authorizing all of this. I guess administrators are supposed to know all that, but then like they wouldn't. This is like a random infestation going on. I don't think he was cheaped with that slug. Thanks for the tip.
Anytime.
Why didn't you tell anyone Evan attacked you?
Because Evan would never attack anyone. I barely believe he attacked me, and I was there. Guess it shook me up pretty good. Evan's always been a total sweetheart. I don't get it.
That's everything I needed to know.
So, what happens now, Inspector?
I'm not here to get you in trouble. I just want to untangle this web.
Fair enough. I just wish I could understand why he did what he did. Evan is... he was my friend. Or I thought he was. I don't know. I hope you're able to make more sense of this than I can, Inspector.
It seems pretty obvious that he was infected. Like, all of these guys that's just walking around here. But for some reason I couldn't have told her that. Whoa. Where are my frames? Jeez. What is this place? I just got notified that all of the Eridanos is looking down. Something must have transpired in the hotel. My scars are aching, which can only mean one thing. There are about to be security issues enough to be a massive void damn pain in my posterior. From what I've seen, every bridge is looking down without my help. Talk about a surprise, except for the one leading to the Purple Berry Orchards. I've headed out there to make sure it's done right, and to crack some skulls if needed. If you are a slug agent and you are reading this, get your ass to the landing pad. If some uppity Byzantine gets out of here on a ship, it's gonna be all our hides. Vargas. Steelwell. This report, Steelwell here giving a report. Here it goes. Here's the report. Hey, boss, eat it. Haha. Any of you see a bottle of Spectrum Indigo? Don't touch it, smile. O'Connell. Evan O'Connell report. Patrolled bridge leading to Wilderness Exploitation Reserve for 8 hours. 14.25 minutes. Exchange shift with operator Steelwell 13.25 minutes late. Patrolled landing pad for 8 hours. Slept for 4 hours. Slated to return to Wilderness Exploitation Reserve Bridge for today's shift.
Inspector, you find my missing man?
I found O'Connell. He's dead.
Shit. That's fucking inconvenient. What happened?
I could lie for some reason. Well, that's not exactly what happened. Why we can't talk about the goddamn leeches? It's so annoying. Haven't found, landed on his head. Why is this not a lie? He attacked Emilius Stillwell and intentionally killed him in self-defense.
No shit. I gotta tell you, Evan's never been written up for so much as an impolite look. He attacked her? You sure?
I'm satisfied. She's telling the truth.
Damn. Okay.
Also, Evan was covered in slugs when I found him.
That's unusual, but I don't see how that factors in.
Is the game just intentionally doing it, or what? You wanted the facts? That's what I found.
Noted. Just as I will note what you found in my report, which I intend to file, and then never look at again. Thanks for chasing Evan down and saving me some legwork. Of course, now I gotta figure out who the fuck's replacing Evan. A new day, a new pain in my ass.
Man, yeah, by the time I'm out of this DLC, I'm just going to be at the highest level. What's the level cap? Before the Space Otis choice was... Ooh, Persuade is almost 150 with the boosts. From armor, From upgrade. From Parvati? 16? What? Why Parvati gives me so much? Vicar gives me 17 Intimidate. Parvati gives me 17. Oh, Jesus. Guaranteed critical after a kill. Reduction of armor, that would work with the Gatling gun, which I feel like I'm going to be using for a long time. And what's -1 armor rating means, really? Like, how much more damage can I do with that? Yeah, maybe seeing into containers would save me some
See my face?
money.
There are genuine tears on it right now. Genuine. I've been here so. It is affecting my psyche. I just want to leave.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Physical analysis reveals this to be a crate of Rizzo's Spectrum vodka, based on bottle shapes and label types. Chemical analysis reveals that this is not a crate of Rizzo's Spectrum vodka, based on flavor notes and presence of excess ethanol.
The flavor of is semblant of old socks and damp candid. It's more than a little nauseating and definitely not legitimate Rizzo's product. Examine the crate. The crate is packed with Spectrum bottles of all colors. It looks identical to any regular Spectrum shipment. Someone clearly went through a lot of effort to replace Riza's branding. It's hard to believe that Slug isn't aware of the counterfeiting here. Going through the effort to encroach upon Riza's territory seems particularly targeted. You wonder what Slug's angle is. Was that what she stole? Halcyon and Helen from that shipment? Why is that? Oops. Where are they? God, it's so hard. How about a flamethrower? So, do I need to activate it? What is this? A list of guests. A list of guest special requests. Some drinks, some food items, and tellingly a recently fulfilled request for a fresh petrary bile gland from the Spencer Woolrich. Interesting. Also, we never watched the footage. I think we got the footage. Kitchen security. Security footage from the Grand Colonial's kitchen at the time of Helen's last meal, prepped by Chef Anwar, shows the chef working on the dish. Then Spencer Woolrich and bellhop Owen enter. Owen hands something to Spencer, then leaves. Spencer then appears to say things to the chef. who turns away and walks off screen. Spencer quickly empties something onto Helen's food and exits. Okay, well, seems pretty incriminating. And without surprises. Or it's surprising how unsurprising that was. What is this effect that I have? Oh. Xenophobia. Damn it. But I can't even see a dog. What? That was a bad idea, I guess. I thought it would be like within 10 meters of me there is a dog, and then I'll have these debuffs, but apparently it's much further than that. Where is it? The fuck? It's supposed to be this way? Site 0451 field log. Tell Dr. Blossom we found more of the specimens. Jenkins had already started excavating the habitat when I arrived, and he's been in an unusually good mood since I got here. Please send additional personnel for capture and delivery of specimens to RR and DD. Okay, I guess it's the leeches. Well, finally I can actually upgrade the barrel here. So plasma or shock? I like shock because we also don't have a weapon that does that. Maybe corrosion would be better. Okay, so it has extra armor, or it would add extra range, 100 meters. Effective range 100? Which is 100 meters. Well, I would always want more, actually. Exactly what the sniper's for. But he told something to the chef. Maybe he asked for some ingredients or something.
Hello again. You have a look.
Well, can't talk about it.
What floor?
Maybe he was just... he wanted to make Halcyon Helen's introduction of that product more miserable. But he didn't want to kill her. What about Burbage being reprogrammed though?
I could not have waited another instant for your presence.
But he also was
The
poisoned.
Canes and the Canids, Act
What
2,
the fuck?
Scene 6. I played a love-struck janitor. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
Nothing straight about you, mister. I've learned a thing or two about your activities in the hotel.
Oh, have you now? Please do.
I have security footage of you tampering with Helen's last meal.
Tampering? No, no, no. I just happened to be passing through the kitchen and saw a dish that looked good. If being hungry is a crime, you better indict 3/4 of Halcyon.
So, quick question, what was it you wanted with the Petro-Ray bile gland?
That damned bellhop promised discretion. Well, if you must know, it's an appetite suppressant. How do you think I keep my form so lithe? Terror-ray glands keep me from feeling hunger pangs.
Is that confirmed? Can we confirm that as a medical expert? Petro-Ray gland was an appetite suppressant. You wouldn't be hungry if you took it.
Oh, well, there's... maybe I just wanted to see what was in it. Oh, law. What a pathetic defense. As it so happens, I may not have had the Terror-ray gland acquired for personal use. I may have placed it in Bellamy's meal. But before you indict me, please, just listen. I wasn't trying to kill her.
So you lied about being poisoned.
Lie is such a strong word. But even if I had chosen to poison myself, the danger should have been minimal. Terror-ray glands aren't supposed to be lethally poisonous. They're supposed to cause extreme lethargy, as if you'd inhaled several quarts of Spectrum vodka. She would have had to eat 6 or 7 of the glands to die, and even then it would be an extended, arduous process.
Why poison her at all?
I was just getting to that. I only wanted her to be incapacitated during the Brown unveiling. With her out of commission, the next available
okay.
celebrity, myself,
I believe that, I guess.
would get to host the unveiling. Please think twice about telling the administrator of my misdeeds. If he learns the truth, what's left of my career will be left in shambles.
I'm not sure yet. Maybe I'll flip a bit card.
A bit cart? You're going to place my future well-being on whichever way a bit cart lands? I cannot believe this. Fine. I hope it falls in my favor.
Well, actually, are we actually going to? It'll be funny. Why am I still afraid of canids? Why is it still up? What the hell? There's no canids anywhere. Am I holding something that scares me? Like, what's happening here? Oh, actually, I also forgot to put the helmets on. We had the same helmet. No, wait. No, never mind. Hey. Why am I afraid? This is horrible. Like, I need my perception and whatever the hell. Actually, for some reason it's not. It's all right here. I don't know if I believe that. Dexterity. Yeah, I'm not sure how to see exactly. I mean, it does show me the helmets bonus, so it should show me this flaw. Maybe it's just glitched. It actually does not exist.
What floor? Next stop.
Local birdie Holcomb, the Homeister, the hack attack. The birdie was dating Ellen at the time of her death. Could the a ruined picnic? Oh, nice. Bring it here. 2006 snapped in half. Were they arguing? Did the birdie lose control of his temper? Spencer Woolrich, sporting actor, was Helton Allen's old rival responsible for their diamonds. He was carried incriminating footage in the hotel kitchen while Chef Onward looks away. Spencer Woolrich can be seen tampering with Helen's food. A standard record of special requests made by hotel guests included the list of a curious request for pituitary gland on behalf of Mr. Spencer Woolrich. The request was appealed. Burbage. The most sophisticated acting automechanical since Burbage 3000. If an automechanical lacks sentient, can they truly be guilty of murder? Or was Burbage 3001 merely an accessory? Prop gun. Repurposed weaponry is a common feature in the colony's automechanicals. As an acting automechanical, Burbage 3001's equipment may frequently be upgraded or replaced to suit its roles. You learned that Burbage 3001's most recent upgrade was performed by Spencer Woolrich. But does that prop gun actually can kill? does it match the plasma shots? Because maybe he was trying to poison her, then saw that it didn't work and reprogrammed Burbage to kill her with plasma gun. I don't know, it seems to be too small. This is an exact replica of the Needler, Helen's signature weapon. You discovered traces of chemicals in Helen's upturned luggage. Someone removed the Needler from her belongings. Spectrum Brown is newest flavor of Spectrum vodka, or a disaster waiting to happen. At the bottom of each bottle lies the corpse of a parasitic fly form, guaranteed to enhance flavor and improve your mood. Oh, maybe that it has the leeches inside? Oh no. Improve your mood. Oh, so maybe she uncovered what that leech actually does and tried to stop it? Maybe that's why we also can't go straight to inspecting leeches, because the game would end pretty fast. It was the administrator all along.
Inspector, I've just received word that Constable Keene is dead. Please tell me it isn't true.
I mean, it could be the butler. Would be classic. Why would I lie? If we consider that he is a suspect. She was murdered in her office.
Halcyon Helen, Leora Blossom, Maria Keene. There's a murderer on the loose, Inspector. You must stop them. I don't have Maria to count on anymore, so I'm counting on you.
Whoever murdered her used the Needler.
The Needler was among Helen's belongings. Whoever stole it must have been able to slip in and out of the hotel. Maria was my sole representative in Cedric's territory. The entire hotel staff is on his payroll. Any one of them could have killed her on his behalf.
Was she important to you?
Maria devoted her entire life to our vision. She was absolutely committed to our company, to our project. I promised myself I'd reward her after we launched Spectrum Brown. I'd make sure she was comfortable for the rest of her life. She was also our voice of reason. She was sensible, and I appreciated her advice. I never got to tell her that.
Enough talk, I'll find whoever did this. Actually, let's change the topic.
What can I do for you?
I've completed my investigation into Helen's poisoning.
Excellent. I trust you have a name for our poisoner.
I could lie, but... I don't know why. Like, It's a skill check. Eh. Spencer Woolrich confessed to the crime.
Oh, I am disappointed. I'd always believed Mr. Woolrich a man of high character. It pains me to order the arrest and detention of someone I admired. I'd like you to continue investigating Helen's murder. You've found the poisoner, but her killer remains at large.
5,000 bits, nice. Snitches get credits. I looked into Cedric.
Closely, I trust. Tell me what you found.
He's criminal boss. I can't trust anything he says.
Smart. Nothing Cedric says in his defense can be taken in good faith. With that in mind, do you think Cedric was responsible for Helen's death?
Helen was making money for Cedric. I doubt he has a motive for killing her.
No motive. That's disappointing, because it's exactly the conclusion he'd want us to make. Unfortunately, even I don't have the authority to detain Cedric. His line of work is dangerous, though. There's always a chance for an accident.
Sorry to disappoint you, Ludovico. He's alive and well.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I've already lost Dr. Blossom and Constable Keene, but at least Cedric's alive. The universe is a just place.
Name murderer? Whoa, I already can do that. Well, right now my prime suspect is Administrator, because there seems to be something fishy going on with those parasites. Now he just cleans up the mess. Man, I'm so close. For 150 persuade. Shots from Ellie's ability ricochet to a second nearby enemy. Okay, what about this guy? Damage to corporate military. Everybody's corporate. Tossable weapon damage. Increase damage when using tossable weapons. Okay. Negative faction damage. Felix deals increased damage to anyone who has a negative reputation with you, which is higher than their positive reputation. That's probably not gonna even happen, actually. When this companion is down during combat, they heal back some health and continue fighting. This effect has a long cooldown. When this companion takes damage, they gain some armor for a short time. This effect stacks up to 3 times. Yeah, nothing too crazy. I guess second wind must be nice. Stans auto mechanicals. Right, I'm gonna end it here. We'll have a break. Long case. Have some leads. We still haven't even seen any trace of this profit of profitability. That could be fun. And yeah, fighting Birdie was hard. Alright. See you around.